the women of today are not your mothers? And have you had a conversation with your mother? Because the women of today are having conversations with their mothers, and their mothers are telling them, don't do what I did. But you're idolizing your mother because you never really saw your mother as a human. You saw her as someone who provided for your needs. The question men need to start having is, how do I show up as a modern man in the 21st century? I can't be like my father because the women right now are not like my mothers. How do I step up to make sure that I can partner with the kind of women that I see right now? A woman who is a working class woman, or a woman who even knows her rights, that is working day to day, will not put up with a man that still believes she has to submit to him just because you're a man. So we have modern women, but the men haven't caught up, and that's why they are stuck in that paradigm of fighting for power that no one is trying to take from them. But the women of today,
and you know what? And that is the thing right there. This is what this whole past election was all about. She's saying that we're not our mothers and you're going to have to get with it. So number one, let's talk about it. When these men are on the internet fighting, screaming, punching the air, crying, blubbering, falling down the wall, hollering out about how they want the deal that their grandfathers had, that their fathers had, these men never talked to their grandmothers. They never talked to them. You see, Granny, go ahead and put up a number 2 if Granny pulled you aside and let you know what the real deal was. Or if you, as a little girl, you took a look and you saw what was going on with Grandma, and you saw her with her buckled knee, her doggone gimp elbow, her arthritic knuckles, trying to mix up those foods and flip over them flapjacks and cut down those things from the yard for cooking, as she was stumbling, limping, health in the toilet. I peeped that. I told you, I looked at my grandmother suffer while the man sat out on the front porch picking things out of his teeth. And I'm like, what is he here for? But meanwhile, I knew he had another family somewhere else. I don't know if it was a simultaneous or a staggered family. But I know for a doggone fact that I didn't want that same fate. Listen, I started my first business when I was 13 years old. I knew from young. And there's a reason why. So good job, because I was listening to some Glorilla music, and we need to do a deep dive. We need to do an entire critical theory of Glorilla music. Because listen, Generation X, you did the damn thing by teaching these girls, because I heard her in a song with somebody else talking about you don't deserve my womb, and they were really going off. And I was like, good job, young ladies. Listen, if your grandmother, your mother spoke to you, throw up a 2 or peace sign for the way that things used to be, because we're not going back to that, especially when the majority of households in the United States, the woman works too. And then in these African nations, the women have always worked. They out there on the side of the road with the treats, and they selling stuff in the doggone neighborhood and all of that. So women are bringing in money. In some of these African households, the man is not even bringing anything in, but he's still expecting for you to submit. I had an ex who had been radicalized by the manosphere, and I used to listen to some of the things that he was saying, and I was like, He got me mixed up, because if he thinks that just by virtue of him having 2 things swinging down below between his legs, that he's going to be the one making all of the decisions. Meanwhile, ladies, how many of you have shown and proved that you are the one who has to lead the relationship as far as prophylactics, as far as preventing pregnancies, as far as making sure that he's on his P's and Q's, so he doesn't mind you leading the relationship when it comes to those things? Intimately, they seem to have no damn control, that if you left it up to their devices, you would done bust it open on the first night. They are ready, willing, and able, with no type of doggone sexual morals, decency, or control. right? You got to be the damn leader. You got to be the one to guide them in these relationships. You out here working too. And instead of them saying, well, you know what? The best person for the job will make the decisions for that job. Because listen, some of us are better at saving money than men. Some of us are better at the administrative duties of the household than a man. He may be better and stronger at being able to provide the protection for the home, but don't consider yourself a well-rounded house leader when she has to be the one sending you doggone pictures, charts, graphs, and cartoons for you to be able to see and understand what the doggone item on the damn shelf is. I saw a person who put up a video about the Instacart damn driver and how he didn't even get the doggone groceries that was right there. Picture on the app, name on the app, and he still don't know. How many of you put up a 3 if you've had the same type of damn issues with these people who are going out there, these XY chromosome persons talking about they doing your grocery shopping? You the leader and you can't see the damn marca on the box that says the doggone name? You got to do all of this, a spreadsheet. One woman, her husband called her 6 times from the store and she had the whole chart. How many of you have seen those videos? Put up a 4 if you've seen those videos of the men who have to have an actual picture pasted on a big old doggone chart that he has to open up like a damn newspaper, like he's doing some presentation in the shop, that you have to put pictures on there like he's 5 damn years old. You're the leader, sir? The leader of what? You could barely lead your damn self.
Be a part of the live show with thousands of other viewers. Go to TanyaTKO.com/text and join the text notification squad and get a text whenever I go live. Support the show and yourself, and I'll see you on the next live broadcast.